Just to give some update here, we've been able to connect this stone wall and ran that down here, so that looks nice. We have a nice dirt pile here that we'll be able to spread out once we can finish building the rest of this wall up. We've fixed this retaining wall and built that whole thing. We've got to put the cap on both the retaining walls, upper and lower retaining walls. And we've got this retaining wall done. This was basically an existing wall. We need to put the cap on there as well. And we're finishing the work on the dig out, getting the final shape for the fish pond, and this will be, eventually this will be our Cascade waterfall. So we should be able to finish the dig out. We're fixing the ledge. We had a lot of heavy rain last night, and we've got our different levels and the Cascade here.
So we've got the fish pond is all dug out, and all of the ledges, so it goes from a 4-foot depth to 3 foot, steps up to 2 foot, and then 1 foot is the remainder. We've got the ledges cut out all the way around, 6 to 9 inches deep, and about a foot set back from the edge. We're just about ready to put in the liner and start building and start filling it. Throughout the digging, we've been very careful to make sure that everything is level, so that as it fills with water, the water will be level on both sides. So the next step is we're going to put down the liner and start filling it. Let's move it in a little bit. That's good. No. Then we'll get the hose and start the garden hose. Now let's get some rock to kind of hold it in place a little. I'm just going to walk down and pull big rocks. Well, be careful because there's some rocks underneath too. Not so big. Let's take this one. Pull this in. Good. So now that we have the liner in place, we'll start the hose and start to fill it up. And as it's filling up, we'll just go around and kind of straighten the liner and pull the folds out. But first, let's start filling up let's start filling it with water.
Okay, as you can see, we've got the liner in place and we're running the hose to let the hose start filling up. We've got our different levels at 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, and the remainder is a foot with the ledge around the outside. As the pond fills, we'll go around and start to pull the liner in place and get the folds where they want to go. Try to straighten it out as it goes. No need to worry right now about trimming the liner. We're just going to leave it in place and fill it up to about 3 or 4 inches below the ledge. And at that point we'll be able to shut off the hose. And while this is filling, we're going to put our quarry process and sand, quarry process into the walkway. And we'll come up here and finish digging out the Cascade. So you can see that we've got a couple of ledges dug out in the Cascade. We have large pieces of sandstone that'll be a spill rock. The Cascade will come up, go around the corner, and the top of the Cascade will be positioned right up near the corner of the block so that everybody can see it and get close to the water. So that's all for now, and we'll video again later. Okay, so the liner is obviously in, and the pond is pretty well filled up. It's got another 2 or 3 inches to go. We've gone around the whole edge and tried to tuck the folds so that it would lay nice and just wouldn't be quite as obvious to see. We've placed a few rock around the perimeter to hold the folds in place, as well as just kind of secure the liner in case we get any rain or wind tonight. Most of the Cascade is done. You can see the steps in the Cascade going up the hill. It makes a turn and then ends. So the pump, the next thing that we'll do is run the underlay, the carpet material and the liner for the Cascade after we review and make sure that those are level, because we'll be putting spill stone on there, so we want to make sure they're level and they have a little pitch to allow the water to run off. And then we'll also be figuring out where to position the pump. We're expecting to put the pump over here, and then we'll dig a little trench to run the hose up around to the top of the Cascade. We've got our future walkway. We got our material all laid down for the future walkway. There'll be a step here, and be able to, once this is all flowing, you'll literally be able to come up here and just kind of play and splash in the water.